So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. And in today's video, we have the Houston Rockets. Now, obviously, it has been a few seasons since the Houston Rockets have been a very competitive basketball team. We think back to the James Harden Brooklyn Nets deal. Didn't really work out too well for Brooklyn. Houston hit the reset button, has gone ahead and put together a really nice young core. Really like the direction Houston has been moving in the past few seasons. I've liked their drafts. I've actually even liked their free agency a little bit. So very excited about this rebuild today. Obviously only in a 3-year window. We're going to have to make some pretty big decisions, with the end goal being, of course, bringing this team a championship. As always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. This is actually the second to last, kind of regular normal rebuild. We have the 76ers left, and they're probably going to be getting done tomorrow. The reason I waited so long for the Sixers is because I thought a James Harden trade was coming. That obviously has not happened yet, or at least at the time I'm recording this has not happened yet. But Sixers will be tomorrow, and I do want to hear from you guys. Let me know any other series you think would be really good ideas down below in the comment section. Obviously, I have the ones I do every year, but anything you guys got, I am open ears. So yeah, man, Houston, exciting team. I'm very excited about this rebuild today. Let's get into it. So now that we're loaded here into 2K, let's go ahead and kind of dive into this roster a little bit. As I mentioned, I like the moves this team's been making, and I really actually don't mind their offseason too much. So starting out, maybe the most controversial one, they gave Fred VanVleet about $40 million a year. Let's take a full look at this contract right now. Obviously, Fred VanVleet's going to come over, be one of the veterans on this team, and this is definitely a lot of money. Do not get me wrong. For Fred VanVleet, I mean, he's a good player, do not get me wrong, and maybe this kind of veteran leadership is what this team needs, but again, it is definitely a hefty price tag to pay, and we'll see. If Fred plays well, he'll probably stay. If not, goodbye. That's just as simple as it's going to be for today's video. They have Aaron Holiday here, currently listed as the backup point guard. He's 27 at a 73 overall, probably going to upgrade at some point in time, just being honest with you. This is actually a really big year coming up for Jalen Green in real life. Obviously, number 2 overall pick back in the 2021 NBA draft, and although he's been pretty decent in the points per game department, I think there are definitely some areas of his game that he can improve. So I am very excited to watch Jalen Green this year. I do predict that he will be really good, but more importantly here in 2K, he does progress really well, typically up to around a 90 by year 3. So very excited for that. Amen Thompson, 4th overall pick this past year's draft. Very excited to see how he develops here for me today. There's an argument, maybe I play him at the backup point guard spot. Maybe I keep him at the backup shooting guard spot. There's a bunch of different avenues I can go. This D+ 3-point shot is what's really making me kind of want to move him to the backup 1, but it is what it is. We'll live and we'll learn. Victor Oladipo is here. I believe technically came over in a trade from the Thunder. I don't even know. Dude, I feel bad for Victor Oladipo. I mean, he got hurt last year. He was in Miami, obviously a very competitive team going for banners, and then got traded to the Thunder and then traded to the Rockets. It's shit show. I feel bad, dude. Prime Victor Oladipo without injuries was a very fun player to watch. Another one of the potential controversial signings. Obviously gave Dillon Brooks a bag as well. I think it's a 4-year deal. I don't think there's any options on that, but it is a front-loaded contract. Looks like it goes down in AAV by year, so not necessarily the worst deal in the world. About $20 million is really not as much today as it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. So not a bad deal. You just hope Dillon Brooks kind of lives up to the deal. I mean, that's kind of as simple as it goes. You kind of know what you're going to get with Dillon Brooks. Hard-nosed player, can sometimes be a little cheap. It is what it is. You sign up for what you get. Or you get what you sign up for. That's what I was trying to say. Reggie Bullock is Series 32 on a 1-year contract. Jayshawn Tate. Cam Whitmore, at this moment, is looking like the steal of the draft. Fell to number 20 overall. Many projected him to be inside the top 10. Ended up falling to number 20. Houston went ahead and picked him, and honestly, great job by them. He will definitely be getting minutes here for me today. Jabari Smith Jr. coming off a decent rookie season, around 13 points a game, 7 rebounds. I'd like to see him take that next step as well. Obviously, still a really young player, but here in 2K specifically, Tari Eason is here. He's only 22. They signed Jeff Green away from the Denver Nuggets after Uncle Jeff here got a championship ring. Good for you. I'm happy Jeff Green got it. Yeah, that's his first one, right? Because I know he was on that Cavs team that played against the Warriors, but I don't think they won one. Alperen Şengün is here. Maybe a little bit of a baby Jokic, if you will. Very excited to see what ends up happening with him. He's a guy I trade for sometimes, in all likelihood not going to be going anywhere. Jock Landale is here, signed him to a 4-year deal, and then obviously Boban. Just a great locker room guy to have, good veteran presence. So, all right, man, we might have 1 or 2 trades, nothing too crazy, but I don't know, maybe we solidify some backup or something. I don't know. Our first deal is going to come here with the Los Angeles Lakers. We're sending them Victor Oladipo and Reggie Bullock. We're going to be picking up Gabe Vincent, and actually I want to trade us Max Lewis as well. But Gabe Vincent, obviously kind of the main piece in this deal, really solidifying that backup point guard spot for a guy who's pretty much an 80 overall. So Gabe Vincent did not look so great in his Lakers opening debut. And yeah, obviously an unrealistic rebuild. We're going to go ahead and pick him up. So he's going to be the new backup here behind Fred VanVleet. I think we still have a few more trades to go. With the addition of Gabe Vincent, Aaron Holiday wasn't going to get any minutes. He's on a 1-year contract. contract, and I'd much rather have a first-round pick, even if it's only 1 star, and it is a swap in 2028. So we're going to make this deal here with the Cleveland Cavaliers, send them Aaron Holiday, future second. We pick up Sam Merrill and a pick swap in 2028. So at this point in time, I considered looking at some other options. As much as I love Boban and as important as I think a guy like him is in the locker room in real life, doesn't really matter here in 2K. I didn't really see any offers that I was loving, so probably just going to hang on to him, kind of say the same thing about Jeff Green. I mean, I don't really see anything here that I'm really loving too much. I mean, maybe I should go ahead and trade him for a guy on, you know, a multi-year deal like this here with the Bucks. Actually, fuck it, I'm going to do this. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and make that deal. It's just a multi-year contract, so basically I'm going to have the flexibility to trade Pat Connaughton this offseason if I want to. So another decision that's going to have to be made is the backup small forward spot. Obviously, Dylan Brooks is going to be getting minutes. You know, give a guy $86 million and then have him likely come off the bench. I don't think you do that. But Jayshawn Tate versus Cam Whitmore. I think there's a little bit more promise here with Whitmore being only 19 years old at that 74 overall. Jayshawn Tate is 27. He does have a year after this. It's actually a team option. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the young kid here in Cam Whitmore. I really do. So that might be something we have to figure out. I mean, obviously, Jayshawn Tate, as I mentioned, has a year after this, but definitely something to keep in the back of our minds. But other than that, we're going to just go ahead and set the rotation. Nothing else coming, so let's go do that. Rotation's all set here for year 1. Obviously, as I mentioned a couple times, we had to make some pretty tough decisions. It is what it is. I'm doing what I think is going to be best for the future of this team, because obviously we're not a, contender championship threat here in year 1. It's going to be Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green in the backcourt. No surprises there. There's really no surprises in the starting lineup. You got Brooks here at the 3, Jabari Smith Jr. at the 4, Şengün at the 5. Bench unit is going to be led by Gabe Vincent. Obviously went ahead and added him to this team. Really solid backup point guard option. Amen Thompson's getting 20 minutes off the bench. I want him to develop. Obviously, he was just a number 4 overall pick. You're not going to plug him at the bottom of the bench. That makes no sense. Followed by Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, and then Jock Lawndale. So unfortunately, like Jayshawn Tate, not going to be seeing any minutes. We obviously added Pat Connaughton, not going to be seeing much time. Boban, not really going to see any minutes. Also, something to keep in mind, we actually don't have our first round pick this year. I didn't think we did, and I checked, and we don't. It's actually in Oklahoma City right now. They have it unprotected. I don't know what trade that dates back to. I don't know if it's the Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul. So I have no idea what it is, but we don't have our first. So definitely something to keep in mind right now. We obviously have a somewhat competitive product, but we're not any sort of, serious threat. We do have the Wizards lottery protected pick and the Nets unprotected first. So we do have 2 first round picks. It is what it is, man. So it's going to be an interesting first season. I will see you guys at the end of it. So year 1 has come and gone, and it wasn't a great year by any means. I mean, we won 33 games on the season, 49 losses. It is what it is. I mean, we don't have our draft pick, so really nothing to look forward to in that department. We do have a couple other picks. We'll see how they end up. It is what it is. All right, Nikola Jokic, that's the 3rd career MVP. And it's a triple-double. Dude's insane. Victor Wembanyama, Chris Paul, Giannis, you guys know how these go in year 1 at this point. All right, let's get into it. We're not going to be a playoff team, obviously, with 33 wins. You take a look at the full standings. Actually, weren't too far off, but we're a 12 seed here in the East. Surprised that Dallas and Minnesota were so East-West. I'm surprised that Dallas and Minnesota were so goddamn bad. We have the Wizards pick. It's lottery protected. We also have the Nets pick. It's not lottery protected, but they won 35 games, so it's not going to be great. More importantly on the year, let's check out the stats. See how everybody played. Jalen Green, very, very good. Şengün, I'll take that. Fred VanVleet, oh boy. I mean, with this roster, the way it's constructed, I think there are a lot of guys that have potential to be the basketball or can score the basketball at an elite level, where it's obviously not there because a lot of them are young. That being said, I kind of would have hoped Fred VanVleet would have done more than 14 points a game. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, just the way this roster is built, a lot of young players. It is what it is. It's something we're going to have to decide on this offseason. So let's get into it. Let's sim through the playoffs right now. Obviously, none of this really affects us too much. And, yeah, man, looking like it's going to be a Heat and Pelicans final. CJ McCollum, Western Conference Finals MVP. Good for you, CJ. All right, cool. Pelicans winner. Dude, I hate this. Why putting... I understand, like... I'm not even going to get into it right now. I'm just going to spew a bunch of bullshit nobody wants to hear. Jimmy Butler lost, and they gave him the Finals MVP. Good job, 2K. All right, let's get into the offseason right now. Staff retirements, Luke Walton, draft lottery. I think, again, we're going to have a couple projected picks in here. We're projected 3. It's lottery protected. We are also projected, what is it? Oh, actually, number 10 from Brooklyn. Not too bad. So let's sim through that real quick. We sit right there at 10. Wizards are at number 4. That would have been nice to have. We will have their unprotected pick next year. Staff signing right now. Obviously, I didn't even really go over this, but this, I almost said Celtics. The Rockets brought in former Celtics head coach Ime Udoka this offseason. I'm a Celtics fan. I love Ime. I wish he was still a Celtics head coach, obviously. Things happen. Man, get horny. It is what it is. But he's a good head coach. He has good ratings. He's going to stay here. All right, so up to the draft, obviously the 10th overall pick. We have that in round 1 and round 2. We also have 27 in round 2. So, I mean, it's definitely not nothing. It's not anything too crazy. So, might move up. Might it's traded away. I don't know yet. Oh my God, we just made a big trade with the Sacramento Kings. Wow, I did not think that was going to go through. Holy shit. Went ahead and sent them Fred VanVleet, our number 10 overall pick, and Pat Connaughton, and that got me De'Aaron Fox. Really doesn't necessarily feel like the most fair trade out there, but hey, when teams are going to be stupid, I'm not going to stop them. So, yeah, obviously a huge addition here with De'Aaron Fox. Look, I have nothing against Fred VanVleet. I think the contract and the signing will work out a lot better in real life than it did here in 2K. It just didn't play well enough for me to pay the guy $40 million a year. So, we get a better player here in De'Aaron Fox who's making less money. Feels like a home run to me. All right, so obviously no longer have the 10th overall pick. We traded away our seconds. Jae'Sean Tate's going to come back. Worst comes to worst, he'll be in a trade. And yeah, I mean, I'm very excited about the idea of a Jalen Green and De'Aaron Fox backcourt here in Houston. So very excited to see how that kind of works out for us. Obviously, that backcourt is now completely set. We have Thompson here backing up Green. And yeah, I mean, I think I have to make some other decisions. I have to decide whether I think Dylan Brooks is worth it or not. I honestly don't know right now. So we'll decide something there. But other than that, I mean, the team's pretty much filled out like it is. So we might not have anything crazy, but if there's a trade, I'll obviously show you guys. We're working on a deal right now for Brandon Ingram. I don't necessarily know if it's going to go through, but I think it would definitely be worth it. He'd be a significant upgrade in this starting five, and I'd love to have him. I haven't traded for him in a while. So how about it? Do we say deal? No, they do not. There's really no players here I'd be willing to trade. Like, I don't think Max Lewis has any more trade value than a first. Yeah, that's just kind of tough. I mean, I could move Eason, but I think he's a valuable piece on this team. Sam Merrill, no, there's just nothing there. So how about, would I give up either of these? I probably would give this up. They agree to it. Wow. So that's a hefty price to pay for Brandon Ingram, but he's really good. And again, in terms of players, we didn't really give up anything too valuable. No disrespect meant whatsoever, but it's really just the draft pick. So it's a hefty price. Brandon Ingram is a significant upgrade over Dylan Brooks. Again, we brought in two guys that can score the basketball very well in De'Aaron Fox and Brandon Ingram. So I'm very excited to have them here. All right. So in terms of this bench at this point, obviously we pretty much have everything. We just need to find a new backup center. I mean, I don't really know what my options here are. Christian Wood, Xavier Tillman. Yeah, let me do that. It feels like a good signing to me. All right, everything else pretty much good to go. I don't necessarily think there's going to be any other major trades this offseason. I mean, I don't predict them so anyways. I don't really have much need for like Sam Merrill, Max Lewis. They're not going to get minutes here. Wow, 2 first. Just going ahead and replacing some assets we already traded away. So I'm in love with this team, dude. I think it's a great looking team. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. After a pretty crazy offseason, we have arrived at the start of year 2. So obviously the two major free agent signings from a couple years ago in Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks didn't necessarily work out the way we wanted to. We made 2 huge upgrades with De'Aaron Fox and Brandon Ingram. We see also a little bit of development. Things are really on the up and up right now. This is 100% a playoff team, and I'm hoping we have competitive basketball back in Houston. I really am. So De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Green now going to be our backcourt. Newly acquired Brandon Ingram here at the 3. Jabari Smith Jr. progressing a little bit nicely at the 4. Şengün at the 5. Bench unit, Men Thompson's going to take over as the 6th man. Has the most potential on the bench. I'm excited to see what he can do. Tari Eason, Gabe Vincent, Xavier Tillman Sr., and Cam Whitmore. Again, maybe there's an argument if I don't go out and trade for Brandon Ingram. I give Cam Whitmore a few more minutes, have that overall go up even a little bit more. But now that we have Brandon Ingram, there's just no chance Whitmore's ever going to start over him. So that's just really my argument right now. But again, this team is awesome. There's no 90 overalls, but a very, very, very well-balanced starting 5 and a really good bench. So very excited to see how this season goes. I expect big things. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Jokic wins his 4th career MVP. This dude's insane. I mean, there's just nothing else really to say about it. But more importantly, we won 64 games this year. Quite the 180. Heck of a turnaround. We're feeling pretty good right now. Big playoff run coming up. Stephon Cassell's your rookie of the year. He is in DC. Ron Holland, 6th man. Giannis as your depoy. Dyson Daniels, most improved. All right. Damian Lillard, clutch player of the year. Ime Udoka does win coach of the year for us. So, all right, man. We are the 1 seed here in the West. Here's the full standings. We were 9 games up on the Warriors, and it was the best record in all of basketball. So, I mean, again, just insane turnaround. Obviously, our offseason moves have worked out very well. I mean, we had 1 guy scoring 20-plus points per game. Now we have 3. And really, it doesn't look like anybody else's numbers have changed dramatically. So, very happy about the decisions we've made so far. We are really looking forward to hopefully a long and prosperous playoff run. But in the way, first round, Portland Trailblazers. Not exactly the easiest first-round matchup. I like the job that they've really been doing in that front office, but nonetheless, excited to see what ends up happening here. We are currently up 2-1 against them. Make that 2-2. I did not mean to stem the round. We go up 3-2. We close them out in 6. All right, moving on to the Thunder here. Another really good, solid, established young core. Obviously, SGA, Josh Giddey in the backcourt. You have Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. Very, very tough second-round matchup here for us. Not the easiest one in the world. We are up 2-1 at the moment. We go up 3-1 We are going to game 6, and we do win. All right, the Warriors have the second best record in the league this year. We obviously had the best, a really challenging kind of experienced group that we're facing right now. So not an easy one by any means. I am looking forward to the challenge, though. We are 1-1 with them here in the Western Finals. We go down 2-1. We tie it up. We go down 3-2, and we get bounced by the Golden State Warriors in 6 games, and we could have cakewalked the Charlotte Hornets. I just know it. Damn it, man. I meant dog walked, not cakewalked. I could have said it would have been a cakewalk, but you know what I'm saying. All right, man. So it's the obvious. What is LeBron doing in a Magic jersey? I don't know, man. This game is crazy sometimes. Obviously, heading into our final season, there are going to have to be some decisions made. I mean, we had a great team. It was a great season. Oh my God, we're projected the number 1 overall pick, and we fall to number 4. Because obviously, why wouldn't we? We just got to decide right now: is this team good enough? I like Ime. I'm keeping Ime. Is this team good enough the way it stands to be a championship team? And I think it is. I truly do. I just don't know what I'm going to do with the 4th overall pick. I'm like genuinely torn right now. So yeah, some decisions about to be made. So I decided what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the bench. Now, in no world, if it wasn't the final season, would I trade the 4th overall pick and Xavier Tillman for Mitchell Robinson. No disrespect to Mitchell Robinson. I probably would have done one of these trades. Either this one right here with the Utah Jazz, and trust me, I considered it. Maybe having Jabari Smith Jr. come off the bench and have Markkanen start at the 4. I could have done that. The thing is, I just traded for Lauri Markkanen a lot. I do not want to do it again. I know it gets repetitive. And then this one was another possibility. Why Trae Young is readily available like this is insane. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I tried to trade for Trae Young before I tried to trade for De'Aaron Fox, and I offered a hell of a lot more than this, and they didn't take it. So that's just kind of how my luck goes. I thought I was thinking, is there a way to get Trae Young into this starting 5 with De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Green? I think there's maybe an avenue. I could have played Trae Young at the 2, maybe have Green at the 3, move Brandon Ingram to the 4. I mean, there's all sorts of different avenues I could have gone. End of the day, I just don't think that's a smart idea. I really don't. So maybe not the best trade in the world, but we're going to pick up an upgrade at the backup center spot here in Mitchell Robinson. And then in terms of number 11, I'm going to try to do maybe a similar thing here with Gabe Vincent, see if I can maybe move him in, like, I don't know, these picks, see if there's an upgrade at the backup point guard spot. Like, I can get fucking Paul George. Like, why? I have no idea. Probably just because we have money right now, but it's not going to be any sort of amazing trade. So from what I'm seeing, I could take Klay Thompson. He's just going to regress. Like, he put up 25 a game last year. Holy shit. Do I take Klay Thompson to come up? You know what? Fuck it. Let's take Klay Thompson. Welcome, Klay Thompson. Shit. I have no idea what Thompson's overall is going to do at a point guard. It goes down 1. Not the end of the world. All right, man. So, yeah, I mean, maybe not the best moves in the world, but you guys, you know, I know it. I don't like doing the same thing over and over. I'm sure you guys don't like watching the same thing over and over. So, got to switch it up from time to time and get some different players. I know there's going to be some regression on Thompson. It is what it is. So, Şengün and Jalen Green, both free agents, obviously, both very important free agents for us. On top of that, Brandon Ingram's a free agent. So, let's just get this over with. Let's just pay a lot of money to all of these guys. It's all well-deserved. And hopefully go out and get them all. And, yeah, we do just that. So, I'm hoping we have money after the trades we just made to sign all 3 of the star players back because they're 3 starters and we cannot lose them, thank God. All right, man. So, yeah, we obviously made some changes. We're going to have Klay Thompson, who's probably going to be like an 81, 80 overall next year. It is what it is. Coming off the bench. Might even look to upgrade maybe Cam Whitmore at the backup small forward spot. Again, maybe it's not 100% a necessary move, but can't hurt. He's making $3 million. You got Londale here making about 8. It's about $11-12 million. So let's just look at some small forwards that are, I don't know, making like $12 million, and we'll just look. I mean, again, maybe he'll develop up to like a 79, maybe borderline 80 overall. But if there's somebody here that's like Jaden Ivey, it's probably not going to happen. I would not mind trading for Ben Mathurin. So Whitmore, also not Mitchell Robinson. I'll throw in Jock Londale as well. And how about you just take every first-round pick I have left because it's the final year and I don't care. But again, really upgrading the bench I think is going to significantly help this team. And again, this is not a trade I do if it wasn't the final year, but it is what it is. So yeah, man, I am excited moving forward. Obviously got a 35-year-old Klay Thompson here. Maybe not exactly ideal. He's definitely going to regress. I know it. It's what I signed up for, though. But the man did put up 25 a game last year. You can't hate on that. So it is what it is. All right, man, we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of the, third and final year. Last year we won, 64 games, whatever it was, but we still came up short. We lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, and we decided that this team needed a little bit more of a boost. Went ahead and made some major changes to this bench this offseason. Changes I'm very excited about. Starting 5 remains exactly the same. It's De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Green, Brandon Ingram, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Şengün. Gonna have Amen Thompson off the bench as our 6th man, followed by new addition here in Ben Mathurin, Mitchell Robinson, Klay Thompson, and Tari Eason. So this team is fucking loaded. I mean, just absolutely stacked. This should easily easily be a 60-plus win team again. Hopefully a champion this time. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final year. So LaMelo Ball is your MVP here at the end of the third and final regular season. We went 66-16 this year. Now, obviously, that's only a 2-game improvement, and sure, I've definitely had much better records, but I'm never going to complain about winning 66 games. That's fucking insane. Cooper Flagg's your Rookie of the Year. He is in Brooklyn. Stephon Cassell, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Grady Dick, Joel Embiid, and Ime Udoka. Embiid Clutch Player of the Year. Good thing it's a regular season award. All right, let's take a full look right now. We are 15 games up here on the Utah Jazz, and that's that only 6 games ahead of the Cavs and the Hornets. So, I mean, we had the best record, not by too much, though. So, big postseason coming up right now. I am very excited to see how it goes, and I think this team is without a doubt good enough. I mean, there's just no other way around it. Jalen Brunson, now a San Antonio Spur. Him and Victor Wembanyama. That's insane. They have Batas Buzelas here. You got Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan. Good team. I did not mean to hit sim round. I do not think this Spurs team is bad enough for us to sim the round like that. We are up 3-0, which is obviously great. Make that 3-1, and we win in 5. Okay, cool. Moving on to the Trailblazers. We beat them last year. I think we can beat them again. I mean, again, I think they're good. Okay, we actually dropped game 1. That's a little less than ideal, but we go up 2-1, make that 3-1. 3-2. Okay. Western Conference Finals. This time taking on the Utah Jazz. Our old friend Fred VanVleet, Justin Edwards. Yeah, I mean, just thanks for coming out. All right, Şengün is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Evan Mobley, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So an insane Cavaliers team here who have somehow added Jalen Suggs. You got Strus still here, Aaron Bradshaw, Jalen Noel. I mean, good team. This team scares me, I'm not going to lie. We're down 2-1. We go 2-2. We go down 3-2. Fuck, dude. Is this team really not good enough to win it all? Win on the road. This would be a big win right here. If we can just get this done, hang on to the lead, will you? For one, I'll see you guys in there. Okay, so this is not a position I am normally in. Typically, when I'm in these situations, I am either, up by a lot or it's, a relatively close game, but we're about to close them out. We are still down in this series. Oh, my God. That's on me. We're still down in this series, and now we're down in this game, thanks to me. So I definitely got to lock it the fuck in. Stop showing me this crowd. I don't care. Let's go out and just, I gotta focus right now because I need to win a championship with this team. This team is too damn good to not win one. Inside Matherin, I blew the layup. Why? Oh my God, De'Aaron. These animations this year, dude, are, oh my God. What the hell is happening? Good rebound. All right, I need to lock it the fucking... Also, can I have the starters in this game? No disrespect to some of the players that are in, but I need the starters in. I almost want to put Klay Thompson in. Like, he's just been in so many of these situations. Back over to Şengün. Şengün, easy layup. Okay, we go back up 1. You got 1:27 left to go here in Cleveland. Trying to win a very big road game so we can force Game 7 on our home floor. And oh my God, me playing on-ball defense against Darius Garland, I do not know how that is going to go. This dude is just blowing past us, misses the layup. Kick it up to Amen Thompson, who's got 12 on the night. Donovan Mitchell over here. All right, let's slow our roll here. Let's kick it back over to De'Aaron Fox. I'm going to call for the ISO, and then I'm going to call for the floppy. I think we can do this. I think we can. Who's shooting? Okay, it's going to be Jalen Green. Jalen Green, big 3. Goes! Gets the 3. Puts us up by 2 scores. Oh my God, I do not know how that went in, but a clutch time 3 by Jalen Green. Oh my God, Darius Garland just blowing right by me, gets the easy layup, and it's back to 2. I can't play on ball defense against Darius Garland. He's just, with a lack of better words, he's too slippery. I mean, there's nothing I can really do there about that. Oh my God, De'Aaron Fox giving him the business, and it's back to a 4-point game. Cleveland does have 1 timeout. They are not going to be using it right now. Holy shit, I'm not playing on ball. Call me a scumbag, call me whatever you want. It's fine. I cannot do it. Okay. We lock it the fuck in. I just don't want Garland to shoot. I'm surprised Mitchell hadn't had the ball more. Like, no disrespect to Darius Garland. Mitchell is still the best player on this team. That should have been an illegal screen. That was Bam Adebayo-esque right there. That's ridiculous. I do not want Şengün to get fouled, but there is 24 seconds left. And we just got to hit a free throw. I mean, we got to hit 2 free throws. This one's over. First one up. First one is good. Thank you very much to a 5-point game. Basically done at this point. We're getting the other starters back in. Not that it really matters at this point, but Şengün, second free throw up. Second free throw is good. I'll see you guys in Game 7. It is now Game 7 on our home floor here in Houston. Can we come back from being down 3-2 and win it all here in year 3? It is another close, contested game, and we are going back and forth. Oh my God, don't make me do this again. Fuck it, I'll see you guys in there again. It is very rare I get double gameplay, but that is exactly what's going to be happening here today. 1:45 left. We are up 3. A little bit of a different situation. We win this one. The series is over. I should not be playing on-ball defense against Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland, but we're going to do it here against Mitchell. I apologize for how long this video is going to be, but I know I missed a couple gameplays recently. And yeah, I mean, it never hurts when you guys get some extra gameplay. Donovan Mitchell's just bullying me. I mean, that's just the simplest way to kind of put it right there. Oh, my good God. And where is De'Aaron Fox? No disrespect to Amen Thompson. I need De'Aaron Fox in the game right now. He's just so quick. It helps me out. Good job. Back over to Şengün. No foul? Oh my God. What is that load of bullshit? Oh, that's crap. Where is De'Aaron Fox? Is he foul out? Oh my God. I think he fouled out. How is that going in? Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta focus. I gotta focus. I'm doing the same thing. I'm calling for the ISO and then I'm calling for the floppy. It worked last time. And I'm doing it again. Go back. Go back. Somebody give Jalen Green a pick here. Jalen Green, big 3 on the way. Gets it to go again. We go up by 2. 56.8 left here in Game 7. I'm playing off-ball defense here. I'm going to go out and guard Jalen Suggs. And Donovan Mitchell, just don't do it to me. You are clutch as hell, I'll say that. But I cannot have you doing it to me right now. Mitchell, give it. Oh, my God. What is... Oh, that went in. Okay, I thought he missed it. What is Jalen Green doing, right? Is he just, are we asleep? God damn it. I also don't want him as a primary ball handler, and yes, I do. Jalen Green to the rack. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot believe that just happened. All right, I'm going to camp. I'm gonna be a scumbag, and I'm going to camp down here with Alperen Şengün. Hopefully Jalen Green just... Oh my God, he blew it. He blew the layup. He blew the layup. He blew the layup. They're going to foul. They didn't have to play the foul game right there, but they decide to. So Brandon Ingram going to the stripe is okay, yeah. So it looks like De'Aaron Fox fouled out, which is unfortunate. I have confidence in Thompson, though. This is why we go ahead and get elite backup. So we're finding situations like this. We hit this one here. It goes to a 2-possession game. Doesn't 100% seal the deal, but it makes us feel good. Big free throw for Ingram. He hits it. It's a 4-point game. You got 27 seconds exactly on the clock. And we are up 4 here in Game 7 in Houston. Let's see what a defensive lineup looks like. I'm just curious. Defensive lineup does insert Mitchell Robinson. I think I want to do that. Do I want to keep Thompson in the game over Jalen Green? I mean, what's the defensive difference? It actually says Green's defense is higher. I'm going to keep Ingram in. Yeah, I'm going to throw Mitchell Robinson in over Şengün. No disrespect to Şengün, but this feels like a situation where Mitchell Robinson can be very beneficial. So I'm going to try to not let Garland get the ball. I don't really want either of these guys getting the ball. How is that not a steal? Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing to me here too? Mitchell Robinson, cookies. Oh my God. And they foul Jalen Green. Oh my God. Thank the Lord that Mitchell Robinson not get fouled by. That is why you put in Mitchell Robinson right there. What a clutch play. They have no timeouts left. There are 22 seconds. First free throw for Jalen Green up. It is good, making it a 5-point ball game here in Game 7. Second free throw up. Second free throw good. That should do it. You hope so. I mean, it's obviously never over. I'm assuming Mitchell's just going to pull up from outer space right now, and actually he's just going to take a mid-range jumper that's good. So we got to be careful here. I'm assuming they're still going to play the foul game. I almost want to shoot with Green again, I think. Thank you. Yeah, they're just going to foul immediately. It makes sense. This one's over pretty much. I'm going to shoot 2 free throws, and I'll see you guys with the Finals MVP. What a way to end the final season here, man. We captured that championship after being down 3-2, and De'Aaron Fox is your Finals MVP. So what a rebuild, dude. I mean, this team was just absolutely stacked. Ton of fun with this one. This was a blast. Oh my God, this was such a very enjoyable rebuild. These are the kind of rebuilds I love to do, and I hope you guys love to watch. So yeah, man, this one was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have enjoyed all the regular rebuilds so far. As I mentioned, there's only one left to go, actually, with the Philadelphia 76ers. So any series ideas you guys have, let me know down below in the comments section. Pretty much anything you guys got. So that's it for me. I know this one's been long enough, so I'll cut the intro or outro here, but that's it. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.